What's the most unprofessional thing a doctor's office ever did? When my grandma fell last spring, she landed weird on her side, said her hip felt off, but she still made her tea like nothing happened. She's stubborn like that. Next day, she's limping. I told her, we're getting you checked out, no arguments. We called her primary care doc, the one she's been seeing for 18 years, and asked for an urgent slot. Receptionist goes, next available is in 5 days. I said, she's 82. She can't walk right. It could be fractured. She replied, if it was fractured, she wouldn't be walking at all. That tone. Like I was stupid for even calling. So I asked, can we at least get an x-ray? Doctor has to approve imaging, she says. I hung up. Took grandma to urgent care instead. Waited 3 hours, got a rushed exam, x-ray machine down that day. They gave her ibuprofen and told us to monitor. That night she couldn't sleep. She said her leg felt like it was vibrating from the inside. Next morning, I carried her to the car, took her back to her regular doctor's office and told the same lady, she's worse. I'm not leaving without her being seen. The receptionist said, that's not how it works. We don't take walk-ins. I said, she's not a walk-in. She's your patient. She fell. She can't stand. Look at her. She looked, then turned back to her screen. I swear to God, she goes, do you have your insurance card? I lost it. Yes. And she also has brittle bones and probably a cracked pelvis. Then this younger guy, another staff member, comes over, whispers something to her. She sighs like we're ruining her day and says, fine, they'll fit her in, but it might be a while. We waited 2 hours. Grandma started shivering. I asked if we could get her a blanket or even just let her lie down. They said the exam rooms were full. I laid my coat on the floor and had her sit against the wall, head drooping like she was gonna pass out. Other patients were whispering. Some lady offered us her seat. One guy muttered, Jesus Christ. Finally, we get called back. Doctor walks in like nothing's urgent, barely says hi, asks grandma to stand. She winces and starts to cry. First time I've seen her cry since grandpa's funeral. Doctor goes, let's get imaging to be sure, but I doubt it's serious. 2 hours later, we're at the hospital, waiting on results. I'm holding grandma's hand while she dozes in a wheelchair, whispering she's sorry for being a burden. I told her she's not. She's never been. Radiologist walks in, says her pelvis is fractured in 2 places. One of them is dangerously close to a major artery. They admit her immediately. IV, monitor, the whole setup. Next day, I go back to her doctor's office with a copy of the scans. The hospital bracelet still on my wrist. The same receptionist is there. I put the papers down on the counter and said, you remember me? She blinked. Yes? I said, you made my 82-year-old grandma sit on a hard plastic chair with a double pelvic fracture for 4 hours total. She opened her mouth, but I was already pulling out the picture. The one of grandma on the hospital bed, hooked up to wires, looking 100 years older than she did 2 days ago. You think this is acceptable? And the guy who whispered to her before, he stood in the back listening. He looked at me and mouthed, I'm sorry, but she didn't say anything, just stared. So I raised my voice. Every person in that waiting room saw her crying in pain, and you made her wait because of a policy. You could have killed her. That's when the office manager came out from the back saying, let's step into my office. I looked at him and said, not a chance. Everyone should hear this.